Those images is just stunning for folks who live in that community.
It is, and the sun being up, Nick, also helps those out here who are assigned to assess the damage. They're going to be doing this throughout the day. They're going to send drones up at some point. So there's a lot of work to be done here in this neighborhood here in Delaware County. But we've been talking about the damage all morning and the cleanup that's going to come with it. We actually have someone here who does have a lot of cleanup ahead of them. We've been talking about this house all morning, the one where the garage is ripped off the front. We have the homeowner here. This is Dave. Dave, obviously not something great to look at this morning. You come back now that the sun is up. I know you said you were inside the house when this all happened. Are you surprised to see it now in the daylight?
I see far more damage than I expected last night, but I knew last night when we were carted out of here that there was some significant damage, but it's more than I expected initially.
Now, I know that you said you spent the night in the shelter that they offered you because obviously you weren't able to stay here, but when you first discovered that your garage had basically been ripped apart, tell us how you figured that out.
Well, the smoke alarm upstairs was going off, and I went to deal with that, and there was water pouring through that. So I said to my wife, I'm going to go to the garage and get a bucket to collect this water. And when I opened the door, I saw that the whole garage had been blown out. So
you opened the door and you were able to see right outside, which was not what you should see.
Not in my plans. That wasn't ideal for sure.
And now, as far as the neighborhood goes, have you talked to any of your neighbors this morning? Or I'm sure you probably were with some of them at the shelter. Is everyone doing okay? Everyone pretty shocked by all of this, I would imagine.
Everybody's doing just fine. I heard there was one lady that had some cuts from glass, but everybody's safe. Everybody's got a plan. Everybody's got a place to go. So everybody's in pretty good shape.
And now you said you didn't hear it at all. I know they're saying this could be a possible tornado. They're going to assess that later. The National Weather Service is coming out for that. But did you hear it sound like a train? I know that's what everyone says. Did you hear any loud noises? Were you aware that something was coming your way?
I just thought it was a bad storm, and once I got downstairs, then I heard a loud bang, and I assume it was this wall falling down. But I didn't hear anything that sounded like a train. That wasn't part of what I experienced.
And I guess where do you go from here? I guess you got a lot to process and to take in and to clean up and to try to move forward.
Well, you know, the first thing on the agenda is wait for the engineers to let us know if we can go in and get some belongings, and then we got to find a hotel to stay in for a bit. And today, insurance adjusters will be here, and so we'll be dealing with all that process.
Well, so sorry that you had to go through all of this, and I hope that your road ahead is easier than it looks like it's going to be.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to us this morning, Dave. So,
safe and healthy, right?
There you go. That's a great attitude to have. What'd you say? Safe and healthy?
Safe and healthy. You know what? If you don't have your health, what else do you have?
That's an amazing attitude to have. So Nick and Demetria, you can just go to see there that there is a lot of damage here, but there are people here with very positive attitudes about it. Obviously, it's going to be a long process. Crews will be out here throughout the day, throughout the weekend, trying to figure out what happened here, if it was a tornado or not, and how they're going to clean it all up. I'll send it back to
Kelsey, we're really thinking about those neighbors right now, and just so very thankful that there were no serious injuries. And when you see that damage behind you and some of the things that you showed us this morning, it really is mind-boggling that there was no